Good evening, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. We are joined by the awesome PJ Cruikshank.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Okay, always good to see you, man. I hope you got your kilt on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely under the table. Not that you can see it, but it's under the table.
The dingleberries better be free, man.
That's it. That's swinging.
But it's good to see you guys. Yeah, tonight there's not really much. The topic just is the Bible is a true historical book and and it actually is truth about the futuristic events taking place.
100%.
So give me 2 seconds. I just want to quickly put the TV off. It's quite loud.
Well, that's what I'm going to make coffee anyway. Nobody at the helm. Nobody at the helm.
That's better.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
I see Michael Cahn's updated his avatar as well. It looks like he's got a
Yeah, it looks quite. You must see, it's got an awesome hoodie on.
Union
Very
flag.
nice.
He's got an awesome hoodie, of course. He's got the Union flag and he's got, I think, the Israel flag as well behind him.
Hey, Jaden, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are
Put
doing
some
well.
Vaseline on your camera.
Yeah, he's doing that intentionally, man.
I don't know how to fix it. I wipe the lens so much and it doesn't do anything.
It's
like
got to
stuck
be.
like this.
It's got to be moisture on the inside. It's got to be.
I'm
probably.
afraid to take it apart, honestly. I might make it worse.
Mine's is molded together. If I took it apart, it'd be broken, I think.
I
Right.
reckon I'm probably the same way. I don't know.
But I just got to let you guys know this weekend's been a bit busy for me, so I'm not going to stream Friday night and Saturday night.
Okay.
So I'm going to tomorrow, I'll have Friday tomorrow for Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday I can't stream because I've got family over and stuff for my daughter's birthday. And then Sunday night I'll stream again. So
Well, that's good in a way because that means I can go on earlier at the weekend, get movie night done a little quicker. So maybe I can get to bed at a decent time. Yeah, that might work all right this weekend. Then.
yeah.
Cool. Right,
But
Yeah.
it's going to be nice to just get a bit of a break. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Because I'm always live, so sometimes it's nice also to just change it up a bit. But it's good to see everybody in the YouTube land. You guys rock. We're going to start off actually watching Mr. Michael Kahn's video, guys. Let me just get it up quickly. I haven't got it up because I think this perfectly goes into line with tonight's story, actually, with what we want to present. I don't know if you guys watched it yet. Did the Bible get pi wrong?
Hey everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to be looking at the atheist claim that the Bible got pi wrong. And I'm going to use McToon as an example. But you might say, but hold on a minute, Michael, McToon's a Christian. Well, no, he's not. If he says he's a Christian, he's a liar. And I'm going to show you how. It literally does it with his own voice while he's doing this presentation at Duffy's church. And what's wrong with you, Duffy, letting an atheist and a non-believer come into your church and preach to your congregation and tell all your congregation that the Bible's wrong? What's going off in your head, Duffy? But back to McToon. McToon claims to be a Christian. People I've seen running around defending him, saying he is a Christian. No, he's not. He's an atheist. Right? He's terrified that Bible speaks about flat earth. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He's terrified God's real, because if God is real, he's accountable for the things he does. And the things McToon does, look at Wiki Flurf, you know, everybody's a piss drinker, you know. That in its...
Yeah, this is one thing I got to bring up. Jaden, have you watched this video?
No, I haven't seen it. It was in my recommended. I was planning on watching it.
Mm-hmm. The thing is with McToon specifically, Michael, this is a good video, man. That's why we got to play it. The thing is with McToon, the reason we say he's not an actual Christian is because of the things he says against Christianity in the Bible. he goes on people's channels and specifically badmouths the Bible. He keeps breaking the 9th commandment, which is bearing false witness against people. He keeps making things up about people constantly. Even though if he gets corrected, he still carries on using it. Hence Wikiflurf and all that nonsense. He's just an outright deceiver that just is proud of it. You know what I mean? And Christians are not supposed to be proud of being deceptive. Christians are not supposed to be proud of making things up about people.
Absolutely. Are we talking about McTunia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not one confession of Christ, you know, that time he went to Duffy's and that, and it was on a Sunday, it was a sermon type day. Not one confession of Christ. All he tried to do was debunk the Bible and go on about blooming flat earth and stuff, you know?
Exactly.
Nothing to do with any kind of confession towards Christ. No preaching of the gospel. Not even a good word about Christ at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, yeah, it's ridiculous.
I just want to say thank you, Ryan, for your super chat, man. I really appreciate it. You rock. Appreciate everybody that supports this channel. He says, call it what you want. It's all the same to me. Yeah. That's good to see you. But yeah, I 100% agree, PJ. The thing is, the thing that bothers me with this whole thing, if you watch this actual presentation that McToon did at Duffy's church.
Oof.
So the fact is that he went to a church and Duffy, as a pastor, gave him the platform to badmouth the Bible to his congregation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What does that tell you?
Well, it tells me what Duffy is as well. I mean, I think he uses this pastor of a church thing as some kind of facade, you know, some kind of mask of some sort. Because I don't see, I mean, yes, you'll see him talking about scripture and that, but I don't see much in the way of trying to win people to Christ. It's all about trying to debunk flat earth with him. You know, there's nothing about trying to get people to Christ and, people will see Christ through the 24-hour sun. You know, nothing of that. It was just all about proving flat earth wrong, you know?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, which Michael also actually touched on, which is he can't handle that the Bible teaches a flat earth.
Right. It does. Yeah, 100%. I mean, because Duffy's also got this thing where he thinks the firmament is the crust. So it could, like we've always said, flat earth to him has been a personal thing, hasn't it? You know, for some reason he took it really personally. Yeah.
But I mean, the Bible is very clear how God created the earth. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is when, as a Christian, you get faced with that kind of situation, you got to humble yourself and say, okay, yeah, even at least have the decency to say, okay, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But to outright say, no, that's not what the Bible says, when literally that's what the Bible says, because what they're doing is they're going against Deuteronomy 4 verse 2, where it says, do not add or take away from this book. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Where God says he makes a stationary plane, they say, no, that's not what it means.
Yeah, it never is it? It's not what it means. It means this. It says this, but it means that.
Yes, exactly. That's the church that Duffy neglected for a year.
Yeah.
This is still one thing I don't get. He spent so much money on TFE.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a pastor. Why didn't he spend that money on his congregation? Why didn't he spend that on the kingdom of God? Instead, he has some weird personal vendetta against God's creation.
What exactly? Why didn't he spend it on building his church? You know, like getting more people, winning more
100K
towards the ministry. You know what I mean?
100K, he could have easily built a new church for himself.
Right.
100%,
Much better church he got now. Hey, what's up,
how's
Sam?
it going,
Good to
brother?
see you. Shalom.
Hey,
what's going on?
See you, Sam.
What's up? Yeah, what's going on?
Glad to have you in, man.
Ken.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy. I just published that video I was working on, for like 3 months on David Weiss and
Oh yeah, you've been telling me about that. Yeah, is
Yeah,
it getting
that's
released soon?
it's published already, and it's like it's it's crazy. It's nuts.
Can you drop a link in the private chat for me if you don't mind?
Yeah, or just go to Flat Earth Reconnaissance and you just see it. It's really
Okay,
appears,
And
it's very important, that when you write things down or when you want to, put your thoughts onto a support like a video or book, because then you see things clearly. And what was great is that I was learning, as I was going, ahead, I was learning more things because I realized, more and more things, and it's a big eye opener. It's something huge. I'm very very happy that I
I'm
succeeded in
definitely gonna watch it, man. I see it's an hour, over an hour long.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's I can tell you, some insight is that what I came to understand, I might be wrong, but I don't think so at that point, is that we've been fooled all along into believing that we realize on our own that the Earth was flat. We've been helped. We've been helped. All these mistakes of the NASA and everything, all this footage that we have that proves that actually, I believe that they helped us, to get them, and that the point is, they want us to understand that the Earth is not a globe, and there is a big reason behind that. I'll let you discover. I'll let you understand. It's huge. It's huge, and it makes sense. He explains everything. That explains everything. Well.
Debatable D, yes, built a church with 100K. That's $100,000, by the way. $100,000, you can build a church, no doubt.
Yeah, even for less, I guess. Depends where, depends what kind of church. So that's it. They're excited about all that. So just wanted to jump in to see what's the subject today. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Well, we're just practically talking about the Bible and how it's a true historic book, because the Bible.
Of course, everything is true in the Bible. Everything is true.
I mean,
there's no lie.
I mean, you would agree the Torah is historically correct?
yeah.
Everything is correct in Torah. There's nothing not correct. The only thing that's not correct is sometimes the interpretation that we make. Because it's written with so many subtleties and allegories and stuff that we have to be careful. But when we study correctly, we understand what it talks about, in a general way, of course. And even in English, even in Spanish, and all language, you get it. You get the great picture. So no big deal.
Yeah, you're gonna like this one, because this is McToon saying how the Bible contradicts itself.
Oh, yeah, of course, it depends. How do you read it? Actually, if he doesn't know how to read it, of course, it doesn't make sense. Of course.
Yeah, but the point is, if you're a Christian, do you think you're supposed to be going to a church and telling everybody that the book you hold dearly as holy is contradictory and false?
No, because it is the basis of Christianity. So you cannot just if you destroy the foundations of your beliefs, so you destroy the beliefs. That means it is ridiculous. You can say there are apparent inconsistencies, things I don't understand. It's written here something, then something else, but you cannot just affirm and confirm that it contradicts itself, because you have to prove it. You cannot just say it, and it's going to be hard for him to prove it. It never contradicts itself, never. But again, it's like it's a book that you have to, just the way you do. You have to dig. You have to always think about, everything. And these books are made to, make us smart, to sharpen our minds. That's what they do, because we're always asking questions, because it's not clear. It's not like a newspaper, It's not like a regular book. It's like
definitely not.
So it helps us think at every level about everything, about history, science, and everything. So that's
but listen to what McToon has to say there.
Yeah.
Should tell you that McToon's not a Christian, but with his own words, he's going to tell you anyway. Let's listen.
They said the Bible, your holy book, said this was
your holy book. Talking to a congregation,
exactly.
Not our holy book.
Yeah,
not mine and your.
Yeah, this is exactly what we say in Judaism also. When a child asks, why are you doing all these things of yours, like all these, all your, customs. So that means he doesn't, consider himself like, a part of us, like, because he says it's yours, it's not us, it's not ours.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah. But Maktoon is like, like all these friends, like, they belong to to a cast of people. They have a very dark ideology. Those people are like, they're following an agenda. It's not just like random people thinking freely. They don't.
Without a doubt. They're not looking for truth. They're going by, like you say, a
Of course.
fixed agenda. It's like systematic.
That's why when they ask me, questions about the Bible, I say, why are you asking? Do you want to understand? Or do you just want to,
Right.
or you just want to just demonize, or just, what's the point?
Of course.
If you want to demonize, I'll answer you, accordingly. If you want to understand, I'll answer you accordingly too. That's, you have to precise what you point. These people, Maktoon.
Oh.
What's that name, Toon?
I know. Well, I mean, that's not even his real name. Isn't it? I don't even think his real name's Michael. I think it's something else.
I don't even think he's real himself. Like,
well, we got votes come in so far on the polls. The Bible shows true history and future events. 34 votes so far. Yes, 32%. No, 59%. Not sure, 9%. So we've obviously got a lot of atheists in,
No doubt.
which is sad.
No doubt.
yep.
Okay, let's go.
Holy book. You see, if Maktoon were a Christian, the Bible would be his holy book because that's where the Christian faith comes from.
Exactly.
No Bible, no Christian faith. Because it's the Bible that writes about Jesus' time on earth, his ministry, what he did for us, the Christian faith. So when Maktoon says your holy book and not accept it himself, he's not Christian. Said it with his own words. But anyway, this isn't about whether Maktoon's Christian or not. We're literally just going to deal with this claim that the Bible got pi wrong. So let's move on.
Yeah, these fake Christians will sometimes
Is that a
slip up,
bird?
man.
Well,
Pretty
well,
often. I've had
Sorry?
people claiming to be Christians make the same exact mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like, oh, well, your Bible. And I'm like, my Bible? I thought you were a Christian. What are you talking about, my Bible? And then their whole argument falls apart because I realize they're just pretending.
Or that's normal. That's the strategy, Like
Yeah.
that Will Duffy, a pastor. That Will Duffy is a pastor. What kind of a pastor can you be? This is not just
I think
to
there's-
fool you to say, oh, I'm one of you guys.
Yeah. I think there's more fake pastors than real pastors, I'll be honest with you.
Today, probably yes. Just like there are fake rabbis more than any other time in history. That's
Yeah,
what-
so you get it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we're getting close to the end. So they're just getting like they're putting everything they got.
Yep.
it's certainly not science.
So now Maktoon's comparing Bible to science.
Yeah.
You know what? Ball earthers are constantly reminding flat earthers that the Bible's not a science book. And yet we've got Maktoon comparing it to a science book. These people are all over the place. They speak out of both sides of the mouth. They're hypocrites. It's hilarious.
Is it good for teaching geometry?
Is it good for teaching geometry? Show me a geometry lesson in Bible, Maktoon. One, just one. Just like it's not a science book, Bible's not a mathematics book. It's not a mathematical textbook. Wow.
Insane.
First Kings says that it describes the giant bull in the temple.
I do think
Yeah,
Numbers
that
tie in a little
giant
bit more
bu-
to the Bible, though. I mean, there's a whole book in the Bible called Numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I
But
think
the
there are certain
point
things
is-
where it
the
ties
point
in
is
more
the
than
Bi-
people say.
Yeah, but the point is the Bible is not a geometry book. It's not
No,
a
of course
science
Yeah,
book.
of course not. Yeah.
Yeah, but however, you can in Hebrew that every letter is also a number, and we play a lot of with numbers there. And there are, I can tell you later on if you want, but there are ways to understand that with the exact number of words, that describe like a passage or verse. If you analyze the numbers, you see that there is geometry, mathematics. There's all this, but of course it is in between the lines. It's not openly like that. It doesn't teach you openly geometry. Or the one that we are learning today, but there is numbers, there is mathematics, there is all the sciences are included into the Bible. But again, we have to decode it. I believe that would be the time of the Messiah. What is that thing that the bat is not a bird? In Hebrew, everything that flies, with wings, is a bird. It's called a bird. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
That was the language of the day.
Yeah,
Remember,
because
the thing is, people have to understand the species we have today, with the way that it's labeled, is not what it was then. It's a modern term.
Exactly.
It's a modern
Yeah.
term where we have different species of different birds
Uh,
and bats and things.
We have, for example, we have two kinds of flying, animals. We have in Hebrew the off, which is like a flying bird. It can be like a vulture, it can be like a bat, and then you have sheretz off, which is everything which is little, like mosquitoes and flies.
Insects, yeah.
Yeah, insects. There's two kinds: the birds and the insects. So they're both like flying life forms. So this is what they call them, flying life forms. It's not like bird is in English, in French also, but this is stupid to say what he said.
All is called Brazen Sea.
And it says that the diameter is 10 cubits and the circumference all the way around is 30. That gives a value of pi of 3.0.
Let me check that.
It's got a diameter.
But it's not written a perfect bowl. It's not a bowl, B-A-L-L. It's a bowl. A bowl is like a cup. It's like a huge
It's
cup.
also talking about the different circumferences. It's not talking about. It's talking brim to brim.
Okay,
Now,
let me
they
check that verse. I'm going to check that verse now.
Yeah.
It takes it as brim to brim.
Yeah, it's from
But you're
top
going
to
to see what
bottom.
he says. He explains it. Michael explains it perfectly with diagram and everything.
Yeah.
10 cubits and a circumference of 30 cubits. That gives a value of pi 3.0. Let's have a look at that before we move on. So let's grant McToon his little misrepresentation of the Bible. Let's accept that it's a geometry book. Let's accept that it's teaching geometry. Let's accept that it's teaching mathematics. Let's accept that they knew what pi was and they got it wrong. A brief history of pi. The ancient Babylonians calculated the area of a circle by taking 3 times the square of its radius, which gave a value of pi 3. So the understanding of pi at the time that the Bible wrote about the Brazen Sea was that pi equaled 3. Just like the Bible says, a radius of 10 and a circumference of 30. Pi equals 3. See, McToon's being dishonest. He wants to bring something that was wrote 2,000 years ago with a 2,000-year understanding of mathematics and geometry and bring it into the future and say, look, they got it wrong. No, they didn't. We only come to the understanding of what pi is, what we know now, through everything that's been learnt in past, and we've built upon it until we have a better understanding. So McToon's being dishonest. The Bible wasn't wrong about pi. It was just in line with an understanding of the people at that time, when the Bible was wrote by the people at that time. So
Yeah, it's very simple, because how we understand pi to be today is simply a modern term again. It's like they think things don't, how can I say, get more precise as we go on. Because that's always what they come to anyway when they're trying to say, oh, well, the only reason the people thought the earth was flat was because they didn't have the knowledge we have today. But in the same time, they want to claim pi is not 3, but yet that's practically what it was in those days. Look, it says there on screen. So that's how it was. For the time, it was accurate enough.
was going to say Wesley. He says, okay, but trying to broadcast his real name. I don't know Toon's real name. I'm just saying it's not Toon. That's all. I'm just saying his real name's not Michael. I says I don't think his real name's Michael. I don't know his real name, so I don't know what you're on about. Trying
Well,
to broadcast his
everywhere I'm looking on, there's even channels dedicated to calling him Ryan Kruger. There's even
is
a
that-
Facebook. There's even a Facebook post of McToon.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Calling himself Ryan McToon.
Okay, I didn't even know.
I
that.
don't know. I don't know. I gotta look more into it though.
Yeah. Maybe with some friends of his, he calls himself like Marie Antoinette or something. It's possible with those guys. Check it out. I just checked the verse there. So according to what's written, the words for round are written with like a purposely made mistake. That means that there is a letter missing. There's a valve missing. So that means it's not perfectly round. That means it can be like a rope that goes like this around it. It's not like a straight rope, like a perfect rope. If not, it will be written with a full. We call that a full writing. Like when there is like mistakes, that means it's not really round. If you write round with a verb, agol with a verb, it's round. If you write round without the verb or with the letter missing, that means it's not round. It looks round, or maybe it's not perfectly round. That means that maybe the rope that's around it, it's not like how can I say that? I forgot in English. It's not straight. It might be like a rope that goes like this, that makes like it's a decorative rope maybe or something. But anyways, again, to understand exactly what it means, we have to translate and then translate. First, we have to make sure that we have the right translation, and then we have to, understand what it means. To jump into conclusions like that is not. So they're looking for, excuses just to undermine the Torah. Of course, they have to do that. They have to undermine the flat earth community. They have to undermine the Torah. They have to undermine, God's existence, the creation, everything.
Right.
That's so true.
That's the plan.
McToon's wrong. McToon doesn't know all the facts. He's not shared all the facts. Really, really dishonest, but I expect no less from McToon. Look at pride in his face while he's telling people the Bible's wrong. Quite sad. But we're going to move on anyway. We're going to go to the scriptures, and I'm going to show you some other things, and I'm going to show you that pi is actually in there, whether the Bible were trying to prove pi or not. Who cares? But what we've got here is just another classic example of how the atheist twists, misrepresents, doesn't understand, don't give you all facts in order to belittle the Bible, and that is for his own benefit.
Right.
McToon don't want Bible to be real because he can't accept God.
Nope.
He's not really focused on us. What's coming out of McToon's mouth about this? I fear not. God gives us the understanding and the power to defend our faith. Like I'm doing now. It's so easy to do. Because McToon's the dishonest one. The Bible is the truth.
Amen.
God is the truth. Jesus is the truth.
Amen.
So all these people are doing a fighting truth, and they will always come unstuck. So anyway, now we're going to move on. We're going to look at scripture, and I'm going to show you some interesting things. Let's just quickly finish up with listening to McToon just to make sure we've heard everything he's got to say.
31 would be accurate to just 2 digits, and that'd be fine, but it doesn't. Now, some people add and go and interpret it more, and that's fine. They say, well, the outside versus the inside of the bull, but you're adding interpretation there. And that's not good science teaching. That's not good geometry.
That's science book.
But you're adding your own interpretation to it, McToon, because you are saying that Bible's teaching science and it's teaching geometry.
Yeah.
When it's clearly not.
We saw the science. We saw the science, McToon did on the TFE. We saw how it goes behind the sun, making science, doing science.
Mm-hmm.
His interpretation of science is not the same, I guess. Like God that created the world, doesn't know about P, and doesn't know about makes mistakes. Those people are like crazy. They need like to talk to professionals.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
They're nuts.
Of the measurements given about the brazen sea are just to give an understanding of its dimensions. It's not trying to show how accurate it is to pi. It's not showing that it's teaching mathematics accurate according to your standards, McTool.
Nope.
It never claims to be teaching science. You are forcing these concepts onto the Bible. So it's you who are committing these offences, McTool. Here we are in 1 Kings 7:23, and he made a molten sea 10 cubits from one brim to the other. It was round all about, and his height was 5 cubits, and a line of 30 cubits did come sit round about. So we've got his diameter and the circumference. There's also another measurement here in verse 26, and it was an handbreadth thick, and the brim thereof was wrought like the brim of a cup with flowers of lilies. It contained 2,000 baths. So the brim itself, the walls of this container is an handbreadth thick. So if I look at Brazen Sea, now just because we have an idea on how we measure things in modern times, you have to understand that what's wrote about in Kings is not modern times. So we don't know how they went about measuring things. All we have is what it says in Bible.
Serious off. Charlie Kirk was just shot. No ways.
Who's that?
Holy
Who?
cow!
Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk.
Who was shot? Charlie Kirk.
He's a Christian apologist that goes to campuses. Oh, let me go.
Oh, I don't know him. I don't know who it was.
Wow, he got shot. That's crazy.
Charlie who again?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh.
Let's show you. This guy, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. I know.
Usually pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah, the one the debates at the college campuses and stuff like that, like crowd that sort of thing, type thing. Yeah.
Let me see if I can. What?
Oh,
Where did you
wow.
hear that, man?
Yeah, I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and somebody made a community post
Shots
saying
fired at
everybody
Charlie
pray.
Kirk. Shots fired at Charlie Kirk event at Utah University Valley. It says Charlie Kirk, a conservative founder of youth activist group Turning Point,
Yeah.
USA, was shot at an event he was hosting at Utah Valley University on Wednesday. It's today. A video posted online of the event shows Kirk speaking to a crowd of people. As a shot rings out, then Kirk grabs his neck before the crowd disperses in panic.
Oh, I know the guy. I saw that guy before.
Mm.
I don't know him, but I
Yeah.
saw him.
A statement from the university said single shot was fired on campus to warn visiting speaker. Police are investigating now. Suspect is in custody. Kirk was at the university in Orem, Utah for an event dubbed the American Comeback Tour. We are so back, Kirk wrote on X shortly before the shots were reported. Utah Valley University is fired up and ready for the first stop back in the American Comeback Tour. FBI Director Kash Patel said that the agency was closely monitoring reports of a tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands on full support on the ongoing response and investigation.
So he's still alive?
Seems so. I think they would have said if he was dead or something.
Yeah, because Candice Owens and that saying on another one, pray for him and that, so he must still be alive.
What's his business? Is it like a TV evangelist or something?
He's apologist. He usually goes and debates politics and Christian politics and times on university campuses.
All right.
It's 7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Shots fired into the actor. Okay. They're just saying the same thing.
Yeah. I looked at the Telegraph one. I think that's the one I was looking at.
Wow, insane. Post video. Let's see. Let's see this video.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, Utah. I'll tell you what. All right, we're going to get started, everybody. You know how it works. Question and answer. Also, thank you to Lane from YRE5. That was great. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be here for a couple hours. Get comfortable. Bring the best libs that Utah has to offer.
It's interesting to see. I mean, it's quite a big crowd though. I hope they're going to throw it. They're throwing caps out. Not a very good angle. Soldier's cap. Okay. So this is moments before reportedly being shot.
But there is a video here that shows the.
I sent a video in side chat here as well.
Oh, did you?
The
Okay.
shooting, here's the shooting after the shooting. Oh, everybody's like just like.
On Instagram. Okay, there we go. Is this old man? Okay.
Yeah, apparently that's who did it. That's what they're saying. Old guy.
That's right, the main sign.
Well,
Wow, okay.
must have had his reasons. I don't know.
Oh, there we
Can
go.
you post that video?
That's right, the main sign.
So
Oh,
it's
I think
above the heart, so it's okay. So.
Okay, now 5's a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Right.
God. I don't know if he's okay, dude. I don't know if. Look at his. I mean, dude, that is not good.
There's a lot of blood right away, so he must have been hit. Maybe
But it
here.
looks like
and,
a PTR.
Yeah, that's not. That's a. Oh man, I
You
don't
can be
want to
glad it's
speculate.
there.
I mean, he dropped so quick, dude. He didn't even react. He just dropped.
Yeah.
That is. You don't want to see that. Oh
Yeah.
god, that's awful.
Like yesterday in Israel, there were like in the bus, two fake controllers. They came. They were terrorists, and they shot. Like people. Like they killed 4 people. Like just like that. So we know where it is. Here in Israel, we live with this. And they got killed right away. They got killed by other people that that were around. If it was in France, they would have still be shooting right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing
Well,
how those guys last only seconds. One time there were like 2 terrorists came with like M16s, and they lasted about like probably 15 to 20 seconds, and they died after 15 seconds. But it's they can make lots of damage, before that. See how it goes? Just shoot one bullet and it's over. It's like
But yeah, wow.
That is
Too
rough, dude.
I
That's
do
rough.
pray for Charlie Kirk and speedy recovery.
That
That's
was
quite crazy.
that was awful. I mean, that would seem like it was his throat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. After seeing that video, it wouldn't surprise me if he was dead on the scene. They just haven't released it yet because that looks. I mean, you don't get shot in the neck and just walk it off.
Well,
it-
it depends though.
You know what? The human body is unbelievable. You know, sometimes you have people
True.
that are, you know,
Yeah.
Because it can
it's
go
not
in
easy
and
to
out.
kill.
That's why I said he can be lucky if it's yeah, because if it was more or less to yeah.
Watching
Yeah.
that. Wow.
But
I mean,
it
that's
looked
mad,
like
dude.
It looked
He
like
was
it
aiming
hit
for the head.
between the neck, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro was in the crowd going for a headshot, no doubt, dude. No
All
doubt.
this because of his bloom, because he tells the truth. He gives his opinion and the truth. Isn't
I
it
don't know.
bad?
Maybe there are other reasons. You never know. You know, you never know. Because
Wow.
that old guy there seemed like, you know, it's not like it doesn't look like a killer to me, like a crazy person. But
Yeah.
you know, however he did something desperate. So I don't know what's going on. Never know.
Wow. Wow. That sucks.
Yeah, that was awful. Wow.
Yeah.
It seems the troll accounts are in with full force today, guys.
I
If
definitely.
people trolling, you have the right to, to do what to do.
Oh wow! There's a front shot. The one that Saul put in. The one that
I'm
Saul.
looking at it now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
just
front
too
shot.
scared to show it on.
Ooh.
That doesn't look good.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that looks awful. Oh,
Oh.
God. That's
Oh
awful.
wait, yeah. See,
I
there's
don't
a lot
think
of
he's.
blood.
I don't.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, that's a lot, dude. I don't think that's good.
awful.
That's not good. Oh my god, dude. That's horrible, dude. That was like
Isn't it
in a-
just? Isn't it
in a
just?
university, dude. Oh my god, dude. This is America. We got people getting killed in front of, I mean, at least a couple thousand people. Broad daylight.
And they're
Wow.
proud of it. That's the thing as well.
Wow, dude.
Wow, unbelievable.
And the thing is, let's say he survived this, he can have permanent damage
Oh, that's
to his
that's
vocal cords, and he can, you don't know. And his job is literally talking.
Yeah,
What if he can't talk anymore?
I bet that's maybe what they were trying to do.
No, I think that was just trying to.
Oh, I think it was a headshot, but they're trying.
That was murder,
They're
dude.
trying to silence him. Yeah, of course.
It was an old guy, yeah. He's in critical condition, Soft says right now.
Yeah, it was the old guy. Yeah, the one I sent. I guess that was him. Wow. I mean, that's just. I'm at a loss for words right now, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's
Insane.
Wow, it was so much worse at that.
Yeah, it looks way worse from the one Saab sent. That is.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, guys. Unfortunately, I can't show that one. on
No,
YouTube.
you can't.
Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to show that.
Then my stream will be taken down. So yeah, go and click that one at Soft sent you guys if you want to go watch it.
I'm just curious if this guy's going to have a manifesto and the typical rigoroni that goes on with these type of events.
Insane. That's not news a person expects, though.
Yeah, no. I'm
Even
surprised
though he
he's
does-
alive.
Yeah.
Usually
even
the
though-
shooter dies in this situation, so maybe it's not a psyop. I don't know. I mean, he definitely got shot, no doubt about it. But I mean, who's to say who sent the shooter to go do that? I mean, did he act on his own accord, or was there something deeper? Most likely something deeper, but I guess we'll never know. Until the manifesto comes out, inevitably, because I'm sure he got one.
Well-
If he had it in his back pocket, don't you?
But the thing is, this is happening all over the place. I mean, look at Jerusalem yesterday with those 6 people at the bus stop. It was exactly the same thing.
Well, this is, I don't necessarily want to ask this question, Michael, but I kind of do. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a gruesome question to ask. I don't want to mention your friend here, but did he die like on impact, or was he in critical condition in the hospital and died at a later time? Because that could give some context to this situation. You know what I mean? But you don't have to answer that question if you don't want to, Michael. I just
Look,
saw
it
you
also
mentioned
depends when the neck you get shot and with what caliber bullet.
Yeah.
But that was a
Yeah.
lot of blood, though.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of blood. That was
Yeah,
a
or
lot.
I believe maybe because the lungs were maybe hit. I once, like in 2008, I shot a terrorist driving a big caterpillar, and I shot him right behind the neck here. I didn't even know it was terrorist when I shot him, but anyways, and I saw right away there was like lots of blood coming out of his mouth right away because I shot him. It hit the lungs at one very close to the lungs. So it's possible that the bullet coming here or here, depending on the angle, it can hit the lungs, and then you can have a lot of blood
Mhm.
coming out. I don't know. I just saw the blood coming out of here. I didn't see it, from the mouth. But anyways, it doesn't mean people. It doesn't mean he's gonna die. It doesn't mean that. The human body is tough sometimes.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
it's resilient. It's definitely
very
resilient.
resilient.
But it shows you can't even feel safe at a university anymore. You
No.
can't
Well,
feel safe anywhere you go, really.
the thing, as soon as you attract so much people, and you talk about politics and talk about religion, you have to take care of your security, because you know that they're gonna be like crazy people around.
Mhm. Yeah, there's always these people around that are very insane.
Yeah,
They'll do anything.
all it takes is like one guy, just because you said something, or because I don't know. So normally it should be more
Yeah,
careful, I think.
exactly.
But
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
that,
Michael, I agree. I think we should pray for him, man.
absolutely.
I 100% agree. So let's dedicate maybe just a few minutes to praying for Charlie and his family, because this is not something that I don't think anybody wants to go through. So if you don't want to pray, that because your belief system, that's your guys' problem. But we as Christians are going to pray for Charlie, because we do believe God is real, and we do believe God is always in control of any situation.
Amen.
So out of respect, please respect us praying for Charlie. Thank you, guys. Jesus, we come to you in the name of Jesus, and we pray for Charlie right now, Jesus, as we know that whatever happened, that you will take the control of the situation. Whatever's going to be the outcome of the situation, Jesus, we know that you will always turn it for good. We pray for whatever the motive was from that person, that you will convict him, and that you will look into his heart, Jesus, that he can repent of what he did. We pray for Charlie's health right now, and he's sitting in the ICU, Jesus, that you put your blood over him, and that you protect him, and that you put the angels by him, Jesus. We pray that he will pull through this, and it will be a great testimony for you, Jesus. Thank you that, Jesus, you can turn this into a great testimony as how great you are and how much people can see the glory of God through this event. Thank you, Jesus, that we know that you always have a plan for everything, and even though it's not always a great plan, and a great positive thing sometimes as the outlook, but you always turn bad things to good. We trust in Jesus that you're going to be with him and his family, and just console them and be with them. And Jesus, we just pray that whatever the situation is going to be, that you just take control of the situation. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen, man.
Yeah, it's quite.
it'll be good. He'll be all right if he talks about the Bible, if he's sincere in his heart and everything. I think he's gonna make it. It's gonna.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Well, God's always in control with everything. He's
Yeah.
always got plans for whatever, and it can always come out to a good testimony. I do pray for the guy that shot him, though, as well, like I said, because
Absolutely.
you don't know what went through his head and what's his motive, but hopefully that he'll come to his senses and he'll have conviction for what he did. You know what I mean? Repent. Okay. Should we get back to the actual topic? Because this is kind of grim.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I think is going off is it was measured from brim to brim like that, 10 cubits. That's a cubit is 18 inches, so that's 180 inches. And then I think it was this inside rim that were measured for 30 cubits. 30 cubits, 540 inches. If you take that diameter and times it by pi, so 180 inches. In fact, I've got it all drawn out here on a different table. It'll be easier to explain.
I also got this one open.
So, like I said,
Michael also sent this one to me if you want to see it in more. There we go, a bit bigger.
But why do you think it's called like the sea, a molten sea? That's also funny. You should have said a molten, bowl or something like, or sink or whatever. Or a sea. That's also interesting to see. What's the point into like calling that a sea?
Yeah,
Because that's interesting.
interesting. Yeah, because it's the molten looking sea. And
Maybe
Solomon was trying to convey.
maybe it reveals secretly maybe the dimension of the earth, maybe the sea, that surrounds us. I don't know. There are secrets there. It's not like a decoration stuff. It's not to decorate. All that is full of secrets. Big time. So we have to understand them. It's not easy. You have to decode them again and again. Keep on repeating that. But
I think that when the guy, whoever measured it, he measured it from the outer rim for the diameter, but then he measured it on the inner rim for the circumference. What we need to understand is how we do things isn't necessarily how they did things 2,000 years ago, To try and do that's dishonest in itself. So how do I know that it's the inside rim that were measured? Well, this is what's funny. I can use pi. So if I take the diameter of 10 cubits, which is 180 inches, and times that by 3.14, I get 565.2 inches.
well,
That's clearly not 30 cubits.
Sorry?
That's not quite correct. I tell you why. Because in Hebrew, cubit is amma. Cubits is amot. But in the text, it's not written amma. It's written ba amma. It is it's another measure. So we don't understand. We believe that it might be like a double cubit or something of a cubit with the value 2 added to it. I don't know if it's 1.2 cubit, I don't know if it's 2 cubits, but it's not a cubit. A cubit is clearly amma in Hebrew, and this is not written amma. It's written ba amma. It's written, like 10 ba amma, 3 ba. So what's the difference between an amma and a ba amma? I don't know. We don't know. But it's not a cubit. It's not. You cannot go and say it's like.
But there was a lot.
Inches.
But I mean, all the things like which was going on in those days, it was different. I mean, like they had stadias, and they had different type of measuring.
Well, the thing is that those
what
books
we do today.
Those books were also written for us, for the last generations. So when they wrote these books, inspired by God, of course, it had to be written in such a way so that we could use it today. We could use it for us to understand things, just like just for them. But again, this requires like investigations. You cannot just like interpret the book like the way it's written and just like go to like false conclusions right away. You have to investigate. It's not easy. Even the Jews don't understand. So in Hebrew we don't understand. So it's kind of pretentious to say that you can understand the different language. But anyways, that's a good point. We have to understand why it appears like this, not logical for Mark II. The TFE was logical for him. It's okay. The trembling mountain in Antarctica and the right lines in the with the right angles in the sky. So this is what that's geometry. That was okay, but not this. These people. All right.
So that measurement would be the outer perimeter, but the 30 cubits is the inside perimeter. I can use pi again to check that, because if I minus the arm breadth, the 4 inches from the diameter, that would be 180 inches minus 8 inches times by 3.14, 540.8.
Yeah, so it's weird because do they actually check for guns? You know, do they use like a metal detector to check, or do they physically check people for weapons? I'm not sure. Because
I mean, could it have been a longer range rifle? Maybe
I didn't sound it. I
it
didn't.
didn't
It sounded
sound
like
like a rifle, did it? It didn't sound.
yeah, it sounded like a normal handgun.
It did. It did.
So I mean, they're not really going to expect the old guy to probably shoot someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. True. Or it could have been.
And I don't think there's metal detectors. I don't think they're. I mean, they have security. They're looking at people, making sure they're not walking around with firearms. I don't think they're going through any detectors to like make sure.
Even detectors, it doesn't prove and doesn't help because you can go on the outside, throw a gun, above the fence there, and then go by foot, get the gun. You
Can do that as well. Yeah, yeah.
There's so
They
many
can make a
ways.
plan. If they really want a gun inside, they'll make a plan.
Yeah, I mean, I just think if they weren't banned and everybody on campus had a gun, the guy who shot probably would have died.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
100%. I mean, imagine 1,000 Trumpies versus one liberal with a gun, dude. If any of the Trumpies had a gun, they would have been itching to kill this guy. I promise you. He would not have been left in handcuffs. He would have left in a body bag.
He wouldn't have come to shoot if he knew that everybody had a gun. That's why. That's the security. You remember in Florida at one point they passed a law where you could buy guns without permit, like free. The crime went down to zero criminality.
Yeah, because they know they'll get shot. Yeah.
That's the point. And then
I mean,
they took that they broke that they stopped that law. That this is crazy. If everybody is armed, that's the best way to keep people from committing crimes, because they know that everybody has the possibility to respond right away. You understand? So that's the best thing. Of course, you have to be careful who you give the guns to, but that's another subject. But that's the best thing when everybody's armed. Look at us in Israel. Terrorist comes and in a few seconds he's dead. Whoever he is, he dies right on the spot. But it wouldn't happen in France, in Europe. It will kill like hundreds of people before the police, dare shoot him, because even the police are scared. The police don't shoot because they're afraid to, to be tried for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is 30 cubits. So whether the Bible intended to be accurate to pi or not to be accurate to pi is actually in there. But what we have to understand is, all in all, it's just giving you some measurements so you know the size of this thing. Not trying to be accurate to modern day science. It's not a science book. It's not trying to be accurate to modern day geometry and mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a geometry or a mathematics book. Just give you some dimensions so you can have a rough idea how big it is. Stop trying to force.
I will say that actually out of the Bible we can understand all science, and it can be also considered as a scientific book in between the lines. The thing is that Mark Toon is not a scientist. That's the problem. So he's not a scientist, so he cannot understand some science. He cannot come up with formulas because he's no scientist.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a scientific book in the respects of it sits there and goes through a scientific method and it goes through all these little examples and stuff. It doesn't do that. Yes, there's science in there, but it doesn't explain the scientific method, and it doesn't kind of give you examples of it. You know what I mean? But I suppose you could say there's science in there without a doubt.
But since he lost all credibility with the TFE stuff, so if he claims something, automatically we know that he's wrong automatically on whatever point he wants to make. So, anyways, but again, we can check, we have to investigate, but it takes time. We have to decode that. Those are the way the temple was built. It's all like it's full of secrets about the world, about mankind, about the stars, about times, about space time, about everything. It's like it's a lot of secrets. It wasn't built like this. It's not for decoration. It's like every little thing is like holds a big secret in itself. So of course, in order to explain that, we have to understand these secrets, and it's not easy. But
you see, the thing is, I just want to say, Peter, the thing is, if everybody has guns, people will be more apprehensive to use their weapon against someone because they know the likelihood that they'll get out of there alive is very slim.
Of
With
course.
this guy, he knew no one's going to shoot back at him because no one has weapons. You understand?
He knew that he was going to get caught by the police. He knew that his life was ending there anyways. That he, if he gets shot or if he
Yeah, but-
goes to
but you
jail for like
understand what
20
I'm
years,
saying?
it's over for him.
Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of people are cowards, though. So, if everybody had weapons there, do you think he would have still attempted it? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself. Usually that's how it goes. When they do something and they know it's over, they end up just killing themselves right after too. I'm surprised he didn't do that.
Or another theory, he was sent by somebody and with enough, power to tell him, okay, you're gonna go to jail for like, they're gonna give you like 20 years, and after 2 years you're gonna get out, discreetly. Nobody's gonna, think about you anymore, and then you're gonna go out with like, $2 million or something. I don't know.
I mean, call me crazy, but this guy's in the age range to be an MK Ultra sleeper agent. I don't know. It seems like back when he was my age, he easily could have been MK Ultra.
The thing
I'm
is,
just saying, like he's in that
never know.
generation. He's in that generation. He's in the time frame where he could have been LSD mind controlled by the government to do something like this in the future.
but the thing is,
It's a possibility.
at his age, that guy must have like children, a house, grandchildren. So it was not like a young kid, like 25 years old, like
I just
whatever.
want to
We'll
know
have
what
to get,
Charlie Kirk did specifically to him, because Charlie Kirk usually talks to young people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he usually pisses off young people, not old people. That's why it's really weird to see some old person have some grudge against him for what we have no idea.
So that might be a sign that is like it's external or something. It's an operation that from the outside.
They haven't come
Because-
out with the shooter's name either. I'm looking,
I'm
trying to
trying to
find
look,
who the
yeah.
shooter is. Yeah, they haven't said his name yet, so that's a little weird.
What can he do, that man, so it can bother other people to the point that they want to kill him? Like, what does he do? Like, does he? I
Well,
don't
he's
know.
a Trumpy, dude. He's a Trumpy. He's not just an apologetic for Christianity. He's also very
He's for-
political. So
Okay.
there's all these lefties that don't like him. I'm in the middle about him because I'm not a Trumpy myself, but I don't think anybody should get shot for their political views. That's crazy. But I think that's why, because if I would be willing to say if he was more on the Christian side and less on the political side, then he wouldn't have as many enemies. But so many people are very political today, especially atheists and people that don't believe in God, and that is their form of religion, is their political views, right? So
Yeah, right.
they see it as a direct attack against them. Oh, he hates trans people. He hates the gays. He hates illegal immigrants, and now he's enemy number one. You know what I mean? And he's one of the most outspoken people about those specific topics and gang violence and things. So you get these liberals coming in like, I mean, it's life or death. It's basically going against their little religion because they don't have a religion. It's all politics to them.
Yeah, but it takes more than that, to take a gun and shoot somebody. I mean, you can wish he dies, but then to cross that line there where you have to take a gun and go shoot him, and you know that you're not going to come back home. You're not going to sleep home tonight. So even though you have a hatred, it takes more than that. More than hatred to do
Yeah.
something. It takes like some kind of a madness also. Maybe it's a madness. Maybe there is like some big things at stake. We don't know. Maybe there is like maybe I don't know. He was a threat for somebody important. So we have to check. An investigation can clarify that.
Yeah, it's
Insane.
A modern worldview onto a 2,000-year-old worldview. Stop trying to say how we do things in modern times is how they did it 2,000 years ago. It's just stupid. It's lunacy. This is what an atheist must do when he has no real substance to attack, McToon took so much pride in telling Duffy's congregation that the Bible were wrong. Look at his little grinning face. He takes pride in it, He's done a crap job, but he takes pride in it. And that's what an atheist does. See, an atheist to me, if you don't believe...
Hey, Luca, what's up? I just want to point out, guys, in the UK, they run around with knives because they can't have guns. hence why he stabbed. You understand? There's a difference. So yeah, you don't hear about gun shootings really like in the UK and stuff. You hear about stabbings because they walk around with a knife.
Yeah, it's cheaper, but it takes a different kind of man to go and attack another one with a knife. With a gun you can shoot from far away. You don't have to. But with a knife, it's different. It takes a different type of man. There are lots of
Alright.
Muslims.
So I guess it's in a way safer. I guess they've made it safer, so you can't just shoot a person.
I disagree because, like here in South Africa, they try and make guns try to outlaw guns as much as possible. But the problem is there's so much corruption that the criminals get sold the guns by the police. So the police literally take the guns from us and give it to the criminals.
Of course.
I mean, one of my friends, I think it was like 18 years ago about, robbers came to their house and started shooting at them. Okay?
What?
So he shot back and he injured the one guy. There was a whole big court case against him and everything because he shot the robber. He shot the guy. So he almost went to jail for shooting the robber, but they literally came and tried to rob them in their own house.
Well, there is a thing about using lethal force to stop someone.
The thing here in South Africa, Luca, the thing is you're not allowed to shoot back unless they've shot you. And they have to shoot you literally.
Yeah.
It has to hit you before you're allowed to shoot them. So if they shoot and miss, you're not allowed to shoot back and hit them.
Well,
otherwise it's manslaughter.
Is that how it is in South Africa?
Mm-hmm.
What?
People literally get charged with manslaughter and murder in their own yards just for defending themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen in America.
I see what you say. Wouldn't happen. God, it's happened before.
In Israel, we have a very basic law to be able to shoot somebody to
self-defense.
Not only self-defense, but if we identify 3 points, you have to first of all make sure that the guy has a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, that he can kill you. It's not like, for example, a child that has a weapon, something, whatever, or somebody that's like handicapped or something. He can kill you, and that he wants to kill you. When you got these 3 points, you can kill him. It's okay.
Yes, it would be just self-defense.
You cannot wait for him to, okay, first I'm going to die, and then I'm going to kill you. That is fucking so stupid. This is so fucking nuts. You got to be crazy. You cannot afford to, even if a dog comes. I know a guy that shot a dog dead also because the dog was, coming at him. So he just shot him. There's no problem. You cannot just afford to let the dog bite you and then shoot him. No, the dog wants to bite you. It's enough to shoot him and just shoot him dead. Because what's going on? I'm not going to let yourself beaten or shot at. It's ridiculous. If you can identify the danger, the threat, imminent threat right away, so you can avoid the damage. You can avoid to get hurt. That's the whole point to have a weapon. Is not to avenge yourself. Is to avoid to get hurt. So this is so ridiculous. But governments don't like people to have guns because they can overtop them at one point with guns. I don't like people. I want people weak, without guns, and counting on the police to come help them. So it's our democracies, man. This is the way it works.
Yeah, Australia is different with the laws. Any place, I guess, would be slightly different about its laws. So.
Well, and also the nature of people is changing. Look, like 50 years ago, we didn't have all these laws. Now you need a license to go fishing, a license to park, a license to do all kinds of things, and then you need also insurance. Oh, you need insurance, life insurance for your cars. You have to be, People are like they don't take any chance anymore. People just don't. They're so much assisted and protected, and put in a system where they don't have to take any chance. So of course it doesn't go with guns. So what would they do with guns? They're not men anymore. Back then people were men. Like if you take like 500 years ago, 500 years ago, somebody that wanted to to kill you, to bother you, you can just pull out like a sword and just like cut his head off. That was yeah, that was a great time. But today it's tough. Today, even the cops are afraid to shoot. Not to be like put in jail. It's crazy. It's nuts. Can I tell you?
Yeah,
It's a different. It's a brave new world.
Well, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why you. Well, maybe.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know why you will need a license to go fishing.
I know.
Well, we do.
For money.
I don't know. I mean, I need a license to go fishing, but I don't get one. But I'm meant to have one to go fishing. Same as I'm meant to have one to watch TV.
It's just.
You're committing a crime.
It's just to subjugate you.
You don't have a license.
Of course it is. Of course it is. That's exactly what
It's
it
just
is.
to subjugate you, to make sure that you're gonna accept to the fact to be like always like with your head down, and you got to ask permission for everything. It's just like it's psychological. They don't need the money. They just want you to be a perfect slave. Like you need authorization to go to peace. It's like crazy. It's nuts. Look at North Korea and everything. All the laws they have against the people. They cannot move an inch. This is what's going on. Here we do it like slowly. We just like they tidying up the nut like more and more, a little bit more, and like 20 years from now, you won't be able to drive anymore or to even have money in your accounts. Something. I don't know.
That's a bit far.
Yeah.
That's stretching it way
Well,
too
it's
far
it's
now.
in,
So I don't think that's gonna happen.
it was the digital money, the money, dollars and all that. I think it's written in their charts that when they're going to implement those laws, the money is going to have like limitation in time. Like if you don't spend it after like a certain amount of time, so it goes back to zero. Your account goes back to zero. Whatever.
Like theft or something.
We know this. They're going to start by saying, okay, if you don't spend the money for like 10 years, and then they're going to put it like 5 years, and then after that, like 3 months. So you cannot put money, and you cannot also. I believe it's in England that they said you cannot have more like that than £20, £20,000. Sorry, in your account. Like
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know, but they've been thinking about it, talking about it, so it's there. The idea is there. It's already nuts that they're having such ideas, because this is totally nuts. But hey, you know what? You don't know, but our generation is going to go, and then a new generation is going to come, and that won't oppose these things the way we would, because we know what freedom is, but the generations after us and already don't even know what it is. They're just groomed into that system where they accept everything because it's easy. So they go for the easy. They don't go for what's hard.
So a generation is about 100 years, right? When
a generation is about
20 years.
years.
Like when it's the time for men to grow and to make another child, like to get married, and this is approximately like 20,
okay. I thought it was when the previous generation had all died or something.
No, it's just like your next. Like if you have a son, it's by the time your son grows up and has his first kid, sort of thing. That kind of thing.
That's it.
Usually between 20 and 30 years, kind of.
Oh, right. At the beginning of the stream, I was gonna, if I made it at the beginning of the stream, I was gonna present the evidence that the Bible isn't the truth and stuff.
You've got evidence that the Bible isn't the truth. Let's hear it.
I think we've had this
Well,
stream
to-
before, Luca. Seems like every time you come in.
Well, we have.
We have.
Yeah,
Am I getting deja
we have
vu?
talked about the Bible.
Vujade. Vujade.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess the problem one would be how old the Bible says the earth is.
Oh, goodness.
How old do you think the Bible is, Luca?
You say the Bible says that the earth was created in 6 days, right?
Yes,
Genesis?
but it doesn't say that a day was made out of 24 hours. That's the thing. Actually, when you take a very simple look at what's written, it is said that God said, let there be light, and He called light day. That means actually a day is a light. A day is it's a light. So He created the words into 6 lights. Now we have to understand what it means. It's not, but
I literally think when the Bible says 6 days, I think it means 6 literal days.
Yeah, because that's
24
it
hours,
talks
huh?
about 6 literal days. Yeah.
The thing is, what confirms what you say is that it's written that there was an evening and there was morning. So an evening and a morning usually doesn't come. An evening doesn't come every 1,000 years or every 10,000 years. It comes every day. So this what confirms what you say. Anyways, again,
So wait, so the sun was created first,
No.
then the earth.
4th day.
No.
According to
4th
your
day.
globe,
Well,
it would have to be created first. But that's why it doesn't fit with the Bible.
Yeah, that's problem one. that the Bible
the thing is,
No,
check
the
it out.
Bible doesn't. Wait. The Bible doesn't have that problem.
Hold on.
Your globe
You have it.
heliocentric belief has the problem.
Yeah, but
No, the information in the Bible was out before your heliocentrism, so it's you as the problem.
the thing is that if you know that He placed the sun and the moon into the dome, but that He created the dome only the 2nd day, so that means the light that was created before the dome could not be the same light that was created on the 4th day. And in the 4th day, it's not written that He created. It's written in Hebrew that He placed these luminaries into the dome. He placed them. So that means He didn't create them. Maybe they were created before, and then they were placed, in their place. I don't know. I'm just reading textually what's written. So all this is interesting. It's interesting. But again, we have to be very, very cautious, very precise when we want to go deep like this.
Science deals with what like evidence and what we can see and logically and stuff. We don't really need. We just need the evidence for it, I guess.
Well, the Psalm's right there because there was light. There was light before there was sun and moon. It says there was light before sun and moon. So
yeah, but where did
God
that
divided them, and then he made a sun to govern the day, a light to govern the day, then a light to govern the night. But yeah, there was light before there was sun and moon. Yes.
Yeah,
but where did it come from?
God.
Wait a second. The question you can ask is where do we come from?
Where did life originate from?
Well, I tell you something. There are many ways to look at the Torah from, the Bible from different angles. when I investigate, I realize that every event in the Torah always comes back. Time tends to come back all the time. So when you see that there is a certain situation, at one point you're going to find that the same situation that comes back at a different time with different actors, with different colors, different places, but it comes back. That's a pattern in the Bible. So the thing that I see is that after the flood, God says the exact same words than he said to Adam when he created him. You understand? So I'm saying to myself, well, Noah was not created; he was just surviving into a boat. You understand? So is it possible that Adam also survived into a boat, into an ark? But the problem is that we see in the Bible that he was created from the soil of the earth. We see that clearly.
Mm-hmm.
However, again, we have to understand what all this means. But when you investigate and you go deeper, you understand. Forget about the oral Torah, because the oral Torah also confirms it. But we see that the situation at the time of Adam is the same than after the flood. For example, you have the water.
Wait, what did...
You see, it's not a creation. In the beginning, it's not. God did not create the waters. Did not create the earth. Earth was there. The waters were there. The thing is that he reorganized the matter. It's a big mess. It just separates this from this, separates this from that. It's a reorganization after a big mess or catastrophe. And we know that before 5,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, there were different civilizations here on this earth. We know this. This is something we can deduct from all over the place. Now we don't know what they are and everything. We don't have too much information about this, but we know that when you look at the creation, it's not, we call that creation, but it's actually a reorganization of the matter. That means that when you take a look at the creation, you see that it looks like the end of a flood too. See, the waters are lined up. The land appears. All these things. Also, you know that he separates the waters from below and from above, just like in the flood. There was waters from above and below that got mixed up. You understand? So you see all these connections between those two situations that allow you to think, to deduct that maybe it was also Adam also came from a first flood. Then when you investigate, you understand that it's also true, and that what we have as the image that he was created out of the soil is also true. It's not a lie. But again, what does it mean? Is it physical? It is like I don't know. We don't know, because we have to put all that together. All this has to fit like one scenario. You understand? So there are many ways to understand that actually. God. One thing, last thing, very important. When we say that God created man, out of the soil, and he just, put his breath into his nostrils. But in Hebrew, the word for creating is like to fashion, is leyatzer in Hebrew, but it's written with two yud. That means that it should be written with only one y, like one yud. Okay, yatzar, and God yatzar, the man. But it says yatzar. It's like he recreated him or reanimated him. He animated him, but it's a reanimation. Because there is a letter that repeats itself. Like when I say I do and I redo. I made, I remade. So in Hebrew, there's also that notion of like a double action, like so second time you do something. So it's like a regeneration of man. It's not like a generation. I don't know. I don't know. In the oral Torah, we know that Adam was made out of the soil of the earth from all over the earth. So we have to know what it means, We have to know what we mean.
Are you going, Luca?
No.
What are you doing this for?
He's talking a lot.
Yeah, he's correcting you.
He's talking to you.
He's correcting.
He's explaining
No,
something to you.
I know it's a little heavy. It's not easy. When you want to go deep, you have to take a lot of oxygen before.
but the thing is, Luca, it's not that when you're sitting there talking crap for ages. He's sitting explaining something to
I
you,
know.
and you're going
No,
like,
I know,
It's a
but
bit of
but
disrespect, man. It's kind
no,
of disrespectful.
it's okay, it's okay.
I mean,
That's my
I mean,
thing. I always talk. I like to
it,
talk.
I know, but he's just being disrespectful
No
by
problem, no
doing that.
problem. I don't take it bad.
I'm
No
sorry.
problem, man.
Good.
It's all right. Your turn now.
Well, how was the Earth created? Like, what did God use to create the Earth?
He's
spoke.
the my goodness.
He spoke it into
He spoke it
existence.
into existence. He said, "Let there be," and there was.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good answer.
God, remember,
That's a good answer.
He doesn't need materials. He doesn't need materials to build something, to make something. He is God. We are the people who need materials to build. You know, God
Wait,
can create.
so-
We can just build from that.
So, what's the difference between saying that life, with saying that we don't know where life came from, or life was made by the? Yeah, we don't know the exact origins of life in the in our
But
model.
You don't
But-
know where life
but,
comes from at all, and you're.
but the thing is that if you ask where the life comes from, how can you understand where it comes from when you don't even know the shape of the earth? You don't even know how
We
you
have
know the place you live in.
days.
You don't even know it. So asking where that things come from, you
You don't even know what you're in.
don't even know where you live in. That's the problem. This is not a question. It's not a relevant question for someone that doesn't know, where he lives. And we all, in that case, So even if we give you the coordinates, I don't know if you can ever know it, how to get there. But it's a good point that it's from the word, because we see that the first thing that happens in the creation is and the Lord said. So the first action is the saying something. So everything comes from the mouth, from the word. You understand? That's so the word is very important for God, of course.
I say something like what, soup or something. I don't know, but I'm not very well versed in on this topic.
Not yet,
So,
not yet. Patience.
the only thing I do know is that the primordial soup. That's a term I've heard.
You've
being
heard it, but can you prove? And have you ever seen primordial soup?
discussed when it comes to life.
There's no such thing
So
as
like-
primordial
so-
soup. It's a theory based on a
Exactly.
belief.
In your Big Bang type theory, it was after the Big Bang and all these stupid explosions and gases and all that. There was these rocks, and then it rained down for millions and billions of years on
But,
these
you know-
rocks, and these rocks became soup. And then out of the soup came a one-celled organism, and that one-celled organism managed to reproduce somehow.
This is all very easily debunkable, the Big Bang, because in order to have an explosion, you need chemicals. So if you say that
Right.
everything started from the explosion, okay, where do the chemicals come from? So it's a checkmate.
Right.
Go home.
Right.
Yeah, but yours is your God is no different, right?
Which God?
What do you mean is different?
Because it's also saying that it's saying that the earth was created from nothing.
No, it says he spoke it into existence. It says he's almighty.
He
He's always
said-
been, and he spoke it into
The
existence.
thing is that the Bible doesn't.
He's
The Bible.
he said earth, like, let there be light, whatever, and then all of a sudden there was earth, and then there was light, and then there was other things as well.
Yeah, after he spoke them.
You remember that Moses was so close to God that everything he did or said was actually being realized right away, because it's like God is doing what Moses says, because he's so connected to him. So every time he speaks, every time he does something, it creates something. But actually, the Bible, the big mistake that people do is that the Bible doesn't talk about the creation of the physical, earth. It talks about the beginning of our cycle of time, beginning of our civilization. This is a new cycle. The Earth is much older than 5,000 years old. The seas, the ocean, it's much older. But somehow, it came to that organization of the matter came to an end about 6,000 years ago, and a new world order it started. Was starting. So the what we call the creation again is the reorganization of the matter of something that was destroyed or was disturbed. You understand? And you can see that it's very easy to see that it reorganizes everything. It doesn't create much. And again, when you create a people, there's many ways to create him. You can create him from scratch, or create him by elevating him to another level. To make him take, give him some consciousness. For example, if I explain something to somebody, and I reveal to him some truths, somehow it's going to affect, it's going to change him. He's going to say, wow, he didn't understand that. Just like when I came to Flat Earth, I'm not the same man now that I was before, when I believed that, they went to the moon. I'm more acute now. I'm different. I still have the same, social security number, but
What turned
what?
you? When did you become flat? What made you become a flat
Oh,
earther?
the first thing that convinced me is but it wasn't enough. But it's the first thing is that when I realized that NASA was lying, when I saw the lunar landing machine, that lunar lander, I don't know how you call it, that was it didn't make any crater. The pads, were like clean. There's no dust, so it's impossible. One of the other thing is that that confirmed all that is that when you zoom on the boat, that disappeared, supposedly behind the curve, and then you see the boat reappears, so you understand that there's no curve, things like this. But what was very hard for me to understand at first is what was the reason for NASA to spend trillions of dollars to lie. So that was the first problem. The first thing I understood, came with a big problem to elucidate. So I made like 4 videos of like 4 steps to come to the conclusion that the Earth was flat. I checked first of all the NASA if they were lying, and they were. Then I checked the media, how do the media react, and I saw that there was a big campaign of disinformation, financed and organized to make fun and to install the flat earthers. So that was also very suspicious to me. And then the third thing that I investigated was the Vatican Church, which was at the origin of the globe since 1440. So I tried to understand what their motivations were to start inventing science just before to discover America. And then the last thing was to investigate in the Bible to see if the Bible was saying that the Earth was flat, and it says it all over the place. Even the word globe does not exist in the Torah. So so that closed the file. And now we're on the verge of understanding something bigger. With the video I just made there, the last video, it's a big eye opener. That I didn't even know that I was going to end up, making video about this. So it's like it reveals the evil genius behind what's going on. We are being played. We are being played big time, big time. This is great. I love it. Those people are like very capable. They're ingenious, evil genius, but they're smart. They're smart people. But it's okay. We're gonna have to destroy them anyways. Gonna have to kill them all anyways. But or everybody just go, like everybody's getting drunk, and we just like you and I are talking, and everybody's getting drunk.
No, we're just letting you guys talk.
Yeah, I know.
Skogs, yeah, nobody knows the motive yet. We're still waiting to figure out who the guy is. They haven't given names.
And I tell you something,
Some
Flat.
old guy they show though. Yeah.
Even though after they give you the motive, you still won't know if it's the real motive.
Yeah.
After they tell you why, you still don't know. Believe me. But anyways, one thing is certain is that a guy that goes and to do such a thing, he knows that it's the end for him. So he has to be extremely motivated, to do this. He has to have a
And I
very,
mean,
very good
he's
reason.
at such an old age as well. He knows he'll probably end up the rest of his life in prison.
Unless
100%.
somebody told him that he's not going to stay. I tell you something. If you take somebody that has problems in his life, with his wife, divorce, or whatever, or that he's about to go to jail for something else, and you make him a deal, say, okay, you just go shoot that guy. You go to jail like 2 years, and when you get out in 2 years, you're gonna have a bank account in Portugal with like $2 million over there. That's okay. You're gonna do it. People are gonna do it. A lot of people will do it if they trust, their employers. Because what's happening is that when they put someone in jail for such a crime, they're gonna announce it. Oh, the guy took like 25 years in jail, like 30 years in jail, or life sentence. But when he comes out of jail, nobody's gonna write you about it. Nobody's gonna tell you that. Oh, do you know that guy that was supposed to make 20 years? Well, he just came out after 2 years, discreetly just got liberated, but nobody's gonna talk about it. You're not gonna know about it.
It's going to be interesting to see the story that comes out about the shooter, though.
Did another thing happened?
What do you mean another thing happened?
Yeah, nobody on the panel speculated it was a psyop. Debatably, someone on the panel
What do
said
you
that
mean,
someone
shooter?
might speculate that it's a psyop.
Yeah.
He didn't speculate that it was a psyop. He speculated that someone might speculate it being a psyop. Wow.
Maybe the point is to break his popularity. For example, they send that guy to kill him, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, you know why? Because actually that guy, not the guy that killed him, the guy that died there, that was shot, was involved into like child prostitution or something. And as soon as they're gonna say something like that, it's gonna be dead. Like, his popularity is gone. So maybe he's bothering somebody. Somebody powerful is being bothered or threatened by his work. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no idea. But it's certainly political.
Oh yeah, that
It's not personal. Cannot be personal.
I like a lot. I like a lot of his opinions. Obviously, I'm not a trumpet or a trumpy or whatever. But yeah, when it comes to his other stuff, his opinions and stuff, I agree with him quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
It's too bad that guy looks good. He looks like a good guy, a good young guy, dynamic and everything. He looks good. I don't know what he says, but it looks fine to me. It doesn't look like someone that's.
It's a lot of political stuff, more far right.
He's a little like Stephen Crowder.
Yeah,
a little like that.
Yeah, he goes to the
But
campuses.
I'd say it's more genuine than Stephen Crowder. You know what I mean?
Well, he kind of sets him up in a position to like debate a lot of people opposed to him. He'll go to these liberal universities that are known for like being liberal, and then he'll put up a booth and he's like, debate me, ask questions, and then someone will ask him about immigration, another person will ask about guns or whatever. And he's on the right side, so obviously, he's going to answer those with a right-leaning perspective on it in a liberal university. So I mean,
Well,
yeah, the same type of thing as Crowder used to do. Like, he used to go there and like, I think this of that, prove me wrong.
Well, there's something that seems a little peculiar about that guy is that if he's talking so much about political issues and things, don't he have any plan into like going into politics himself? Now that he has a big following, he could go into politics.
I mean, I guess he kind of is in politics in a way. He has a sway on a lot of people's. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Keith.
He correctly is, yeah, but I don't think he really worries about being in government, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because he is kind of outspoken against those political ideologies and things. So,
look, a guy that is popular, that has like thousands and thousands of people who love him, as soon as he's going to want to go into politics, like seriously, automatically, people that are already in politics are going to just like react because, oh, that guy, if he comes in now, he's going to bring like, 2 200,000 voters, even locally, that it's over for us. So it's a threat. A guy that's popular, as long as he's popular and he says he stays in his place, it's okay. But if he wants to make a move and go into politics, and maybe that's what happened, that would be a reason to kill him, because there's so much involved into politics, so many interests, so much money, so much. And it doesn't seem like the type of guy that is easily corruptible. It's not.
Oh, Flats, did you change the thumbnail also?
Yeah. That's I did it just in respect. Yeah.
All right. Okay, the thumbnail, you haven't got R and Charlie. You need to put R and Charlie. You put Chile.
Chile.
Yeah, Chile.
Let me fix it.
Yeah, Michael just told me to let you know.
Michael's supposed to be sleeping. What's up?
Yeah, no, he told me.
Charlie.
What's up.
Oh, there we go. Charlie.
He must have told me. He maybe told me about 20 minutes ago, and I didn't realize.
It's
He
been
told
late
me
now.
half an hour ago,
Okay.
20 minutes ago. Yeah.
Thank you. Fixing it.
That's good.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
This is
magic.
just a generation thing we were talking about.
Let me guess. ChatGPT again.
Because, well,
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
still.
Yeah. I'd say generations always between 20 and 30 years, I'd say.
So, do you know what Jesus said to Matthew?
He said loads of stuff to Matthew.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, Jesus said, this generation will not pass away until all these things take place.
And you know what things
Yes.
must take place, Luca?
Yeah.
If a generation is 20 to 30 years, and that's well long
Oh my word.
past.
The generation he was talking
So-
to is us right now, Luca.
Yeah.
He doesn't mention
Yes,
that.
he does.
It doesn't say this
He
generation.
explains
does
what
it?
generation.
next
He explains it's the end time generation, Luca.
Yes. Read the context, Luca, rather than just the blooming scripture. Read the context, bro. You're just looking for ways to try and debunk. Read the context.
Okay. Thumbnail fixed. Thanks.
No problem.
Anyway. Still trying to look if I can get anything more news on it.
Yeah, there's not much apart from the shot itself.
When exactly did this happen? This was like right around the time you went
Today,
live,
a few
right?
hours ago.
All the news, it seemed like it came out like basically under an
away.
hour ago. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I guess this was like, I don't know the exact time frame, but it couldn't have been more than 2-3 hours ago. I mean, usually the news is pretty quick getting the information out, especially when there's 50 people in the
Well, it was
audience
live.
recording it. Yeah.
But I mean, it was live, so.
Oh, he was live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's awful, dude. That is. So he was live streaming.
He wasn't
that.
live
Wow.
on his YouTube channel though.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I think he was live on X or something.
Wow. Oh, well, I'm assuming that live got taken down. Hopefully.
So, wait. If 20 to 30 years pass
What
from
are you
this
we
point in
talking-
time, That would make it wrong.
What are you talking about,
We're
dude?
literally talking about Charlie Kirk.
You just started. We're
Huh?
talking about different conversation. You just wait. If this, you can what?
Oh,
If what? Give the context first.
about the generation thing again.
Oh, okay.
Because if he was referring to this generation specifically, you say, then that means if 20 to 30 years
Oh, my
pass
word.
from this point in
Can
time,
we go to Matthew
Oh, my
20?
wrong.
I'm going to go to Matthew 24 quickly for you. Okay.
Oh, Luca, please.
wait, unless
Wait.
it doesn't
wait.
specify
You know,
which
people have been reading these
generation
things for years,
exactly.
Luca, and you just think from reading it one, oh, hold on, I have got the answer right here. This is wrong. The Bible is wrong.
Yeah, but you explained it as saying he meant this generation.
I didn't explain anything.
Then what?
I was
what
just telling you what a
generation
generation
did he mean?
is. I just told you a generation is usually between 20 and 30 years. I didn't tell you I didn't turn around and say this generation, next generation, whatever generation. I just said what a generation is in years, usually about. That's all I said.
Okay.
You
So
think
let's first
generation would
let's
mean
first
a
go to
different
Luke
thing?
17 because so I can kind of place it down for you quickly, okay? So you have more of a understanding. Luke 17 is Jesus talking to the disciples.
Mm-hmm.
And very specifically, he says here, neither shall they say, lo here, lo there, for behold, the King of God is within you. And he said unto the disciples, these days will come when you shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and you shall not see it. Do you know what that means, Luca?
That means unless people want to see it, they won't see it?
No, he literally told the disciples because they were wanting to see Jesus return. And he says they will not see it.
They won't see
The
it.
disciples itself will not see it. So therefore it breaks out that generation of the disciples. Okay? When you go to Matthew 24,
Okay.
Jesus is very, very clear on what things has to what has to be fulfilled before Jesus returns. And to that specific generation, which is the end time generation, the generation we are. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. That we already see since the 1700s, people being claiming to be Jesus. What now?
So was it from the very beginning of the first sign that the generation officially started? That Jesus was talking about? Because that doesn't work either. Because you said that that when he will deceive happened in like the 1700s, right? Like that we first saw that happening in the 1700s. So like what? But 20 to 30 years from the 1700s, when it still won't make it to today.
What the? Oh, goodness. It's talking about a future generation, not 30 years from a certain time.
Well, how will we know when the generation is actually? Like what generation is actually talking about?
It gives you the signs. It gives you the signs with all the prophecy and stuff like that. We're in the end times now. I
So
would say absolutely 100%.
and I made the statement like, is it from the very first sign
I
that the
don't even know.
generation officially starts?
Goodness, Luca. I'm sick to death of trying to explain these things. Really am. It's the wrong questions you're asking.
Well, what should I be
I
asking?
don't know. You tell me.
What signs indicate that Jesus will be coming back? Like, what needs to be fulfilled? Is that the question?
Any word? They're saying Twitter and X are saying, some people saying the Ukrainian girl stabbing and Kirk shooting hoodie turns, and it's strange. They're saying it's fake. I've been seeing the Ukrainian thing. Have you guys seen that? They say it's fake.
I have not.
But the Charlie Kirk thing doesn't look fake to me.
It doesn't.
Nah, dude, that's real. There were too many people
Yeah.
for it to be
And
fake.
it was,
They can't
like I
fake
said, was
that.
live as well. So
Yeah, they can't fake that. They'd have to kill, 1,000 students. I mean, they'd have to basically just murder everybody in the audience.
yeah.
And they've done that with previous shootings, like the Las Vegas shooting. A lot of people from that who spoke out, they got like suicided off. But I don't think that's going to be the case here. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. It's
Oh, now it's too many.
What are you talking about, Luca?
You said there'd be too many witnesses. So
Yeah, there's
it's
too
not
many
fake.
witnesses. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over 1,000 people.
I mean, with the Las Vegas thing, that was a little different because they had a bunch of witnesses, but not everybody spoke out. And the
Yeah.
people who did speak out said there was multiple shooters on multiple different rooftops, and it wasn't just one guy with an AR. And then the people who did speak out, all their channels got deleted, and some of them ended up ceasing to exist, and they just disappeared. Nobody knows where they went. So
I was going to say, Luca, you should know all these answers anyway. Haven't you kind of amalgamated, merged yourself, fused yourself with ChatGPT? So you should know these answers.
I don't know what's happening in the world, so I can't ask about what I don't know.
But I'm saying you fused with ChatGPT. You are part of ChatGPT,
No.
so you should know these. Oh, you're not? Oh,
I
thought you
have
were.
used it a lot,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean I've fused with it. But if 1,000 people is a lot, then what about the conspiracy of the globe Earth? You know,
Oh,
that's got millions of people, and I'm pretty sure millions is a lot more
sorry.
than 1,000.
Sorry, Luca, have you gone to watch a movie before? Let's say the Avengers. You've gone to watch the Avengers, correct?
No, I haven't watched the Avengers.
Okay, what movie have you gone watch on the big screen?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay. How to Train Your Pet Dragon. Has millions of people watched that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are dragons in How to Train Your Pet Dragon real?
No, there's no dragons in real life.
Well, I'll disagree with you on
Well,
that. But
I would disagree with you.
the fact I'm trying to make is those specific dragons. You would agree they don't exist.
Yes.
Okay. So when we say, was that live or did you watch a movie?
It was a movie, but it was like a live screening, I suppose you could say that. But yeah, the movie itself was not live.
Okay. Now, this thing happening was a live event. You understand? So actual people were sitting there and standing there and watching this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the guy literally getting arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the difference? Movie Not movie. Get it? Star Trek, not real. Real
Star Trek
event,
good.
real.
Star Trek not real.
But still, like, you can see the. But what about the footage they had of the. Like, of the moon landings then? Because that made the rounds.
Again,
Big.
Oh, that's okay. It was an old
How
man.
to Train Your Pet Dragon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Michael Mellison, a Toronto resident as of 2023.
How come an old man like that will do this or something like this? That stinks
Interesting
right
in-
there.
Yeah, interesting. More than a decade earlier, in April 2013, George Hodgson, a 59-year-old man from Utah at the time, was arrested after sending an email offering to help place bombs near the finish line of Salt Lake City Marathon. He was charged with the make of terroristic threat. Zinn had a history of minor offenses, including trespassing, and was described locally as a political gadfly. The incident led to heightened security during the marathon, but did not result in any actual explosives being found. Huh.
That's not normal right there. That's not the profile of a terrorist, like a guy that wants to a crazy guy on drugs. That's an old man.
Michael Mellison.
Yeah, I
man.
suppose it. I suppose it could have been faked if all those thousands of people were lying.
I don't know. It's like it's something stinks there. It's not the profile. It's not a usual case of like of a terrorist attack like that. That type of terrorist attack is not like a 30 years old guy that lives in his mom's basement and starts shooting. That's an old man. So there's something at work here. There's something else. I don't know. Anyways, he can only be political. The guy is like has a big following. He's popular. Talks about politics. So what else can it be? Cannot be like about women. It cannot be about drugs. It's about money. Money that will stop through politics if that guy will come in. I think that's the only thing. But to have a guy like that, to turn a guy like that into a murderer, it's not easy. Turn an old man like that. He would have been already a murderer. I don't think he waited his whole life to turn a murderer.
Mm-hmm. There's the guy. Where's the sound now?
How dare you!
Yeah, apparently the post going to crack it.
He's such a monster! What a monster! Such a monster! Monster! A monster! How dare you!
See, had it. Yeah, so I told you the pistol. You can see a pistol holster. There you go. See there. See, there's the pistol holster.
So the
See, there we go.
US justified.
How dare you!
There was a pistol.
Yeah!
So the US was justified.
but I don't know.
What is justified?
The West. No?
Oh, I thought you said, yeah, I would guess so.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know what these people are saying how dare you.
Huh?
Why are the people shouting how dare you to the police?
To
Oh,
him.
was it to him?
The guy, the shooter.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Supposedly, that might not be the shooter. That's what I don't know. I looked it up. It says, as of September 10th, the identity of the individual who shot Charlie Kirk has not been officially confirmed, and there are conflicting reports. While several sources initially reported a suspect was in custody, others, including a university spokesperson, later clarified that the suspect is not yet in custody and remains at large.
Who did he allegedly shoot? Do we know?
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie, dude.
Where have you been this whole time?
Wow.
I mean, it's only in the title of the stream, man. It's only in the title.
Who's Charlie Kirk?
9 minutes ago.
Who's Charlie
Two
Kirk?
sources tell me Charlie Kirk is confirmed dead.
Whoa, really?
I don't know if that's really true though. From Roman Tomko.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that yet.
I wouldn't just trust it, guys.
I mean, to be fair though, like if you saw the video on Twitter, man, it doesn't look good. You know, like, it looked really awful. Like
It did look bad.
Yeah, someone just. Wow, who is this guy to Charlie Kirk? Does he know him? Are we familiar with?
I don't know. Bring him Tomko. I don't know who he is. But he has blue tick.
Wow. I mean, it's one of those things.
Other reports saying he's stable but critical.
Yeah.
No way he survived that video. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way, dude. There's no way. If he were to survive, it would really be the hand of God himself on his life. And God can do those things, but I mean, it would only be through the power of God that he'd be able to survive that.
He was shot in the neck, and that's why it was so bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was, man. The one on Instagram doesn't really show it to its.
Yeah,
to
I don't want to. I don't want to show that other one. It's a bit too graphic for YouTube. It's there. That one, guys.
Yeah,
a lot of blood.
But he would have died already if it was fatal. If he's still alive, that means that he's got a good chance to make it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, if he's stable and they're giving him blood, you know what I mean?
Well, as far as I'm aware, let's say somebody dies on the scene, they have to get a special medical examiner to come in and confirm that he's dead, even if he has no pulse.
Yeah.
They
He's
have to
not
get
dead.
a special person that's qualified to give him a death certificate, and that can take a couple hours just for them to finally come out and say, "Oh yeah, he died at the scene, but we haven't confirmed it with our medical staff until right this moment." You know what I mean? Like,
He was hit with a fair bit of
anyway,
force.
I think the reason his pants is down is because he hid the gun in a holster in his pants probably, and he had to loosen it to get the gun out.
Sometimes it's a way for them, like, to keep them from running. Like when you have no.
That as well.
yeah, take his pants down. Yeah, he's gonna trip.
No.
I mean, the guy's old
I don't-
anyways. He's not gonna be
I
running.
don't think he's dead.
Let's hope
his
not.
Critical.
Well, I don't see any reports from him being dead though. So
Yeah.
How do you think this? Like 30 seconds before, you didn't even know who we're talking about.
Yeah, he said, "Who's Charlie Kirk?"
I can look things up.
No.
Oh, I know you're good at that, man. You got ChatGPT on your side, buddy. You're really good at looking things up.
It says a high-profile conservative activist, founder of Turning Point USA. That's who he was.
I mean, I'm sure you've had to have seen Charlie Kirk before, dude. He's all over YouTube. Everybody's seen him.
No.
You've never seen this guy.
Nope.
Not even like, wow. I'm surprised at that.
I've seen it, man. I didn't know who he was, but I've seen his face already. I've seen it. But I go a lot.
Yeah, I
on
feel like
internet.
everybody has seen him at least a couple times, even if they're not like a fan of his content. Like he'll pop up, you know.
Nah.
looking at other footage, his pants fell down on his own.
On his own, all right.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I think he loosened it to get the gun holster out to shoot him, and then obviously he couldn't make his pants again. And they want us to replay this. You can get it up for everybody.
It was hit
See
in
what
the
he says,
head
because he
or
says
neck.
something. Yeah, see his pants.
Was that you? We don't know if it's him or not.
Bro said, "Shoot me."
Yeah, Luca.
See, his pants gonna fall off now again. So. Yes, falling off stuff.
Oh, I mean,
There we go. So there's the answer. Why is his pants down?
where the
That's the
where
answer
the
why
shot
the pants
came
down.
from now. So
Yeah, Luca, that link I put in private, that's the actual front on shooting, but don't like sort of.
Yeah, it's age restricted
well, you
now.
can't share it anyway.
When
Oh,
Saab
is it?
first
So
posted
you're-
it wasn't age restricted.
It
Now
wasn't,
you have to make a
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, but it is. It's
No, it
quite
is.
graphic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should be age restricted
it's
for sure.
It is graphic. Yeah, you have to show it. Yeah, after it. So that's the link there, Luca. Anyway.
I see.
Okay, guys, I have to go. It's getting
Oh,
late.
it's an axe. I see.
Cheers, man. Thanks for coming.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Cheers, man.
Bless
Let
you,
me
man.
know what you think about the video if you have the chance to.
Yeah,
watch
I'll definitely watch it, man. I'll put the link in for everybody as well.
It will be a good reason for discussion. I believe.
So,
Okay.
with the technology that they have now, they can track where the shot came from pretty easily. So, and if
Yeah.
that's where they say it came from, and it led to that guy running away from the scene, so I guess he is the culprit.
I mean, it just depends. I don't know
that
if they have
link you
that
put in,
technology.
PJ, the link you put in is deleted.
Yeah,
The video
They
is
deleted it.
Yeah, they deleted
No,
it.
it's
Yeah.
what it's actually deleted now. To me, it just says show. When I go into it, it says
when I click
show.
it on, it's show. As soon as you click on it, it says video has been deleted.
This page,
Wow.
it says
okay.
it says this page
Yeah,
does
it
not
has.
exist. It doesn't say deleted.
Yeah, it's been deleted.
Oh.
It was very graphic, that's why.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
graphic.
probably. I can see that. I can see why it would be deleted.
You can you'll be able to see the side-on ones, the distant ones, but yeah, that front view.
Way
is
too
good.
graphic for even X.
Yeah, you'd have to put that on
Yeah.
Live Leaks or something, dude.
Yeah.
Next to the Mexican beheading videos.
Yeah,
Because it's on that level. It's literally on the
Yeah.
same level as getting beheaded.
And to think this is not even as bad as October 7 video footage I saw.
Yeah.
This is still
What's
mild.
that one? Did another shooting happen on October 7th too?
No, come on, Luca.
Luca,
you know about
brother.
the Israel-Palestine
my.
thing. Come on.
Oh, that's the Palestine thing. Okay.
Yes, that thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there'll probably be more videos and things coming out very soon about it. Oh, there's a photo with the actual bullet. There we go.
They have a photo
Someone
of
actually
the
took
bullet.
a still shot with the. There's the bullet.
Oh my gosh. There it is.
So it hits him right there.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, from the Twitter video, it's deleted now, but it looked like it hit more towards the center than the edges, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like it.
So,
yeah.
it's lucky.
It's pretty
lucky to
unlucky,
be alive.
actually. He's very unlucky. Because it didn't
Well, it's
scave his
lucky to
throat.
be
It hit
alive.
him in the throat. Like, it went into his throat and probably went out the other side.
Yeah. To the left side.
Like
to the left side.
it went. I mean, I don't know if it went through, but it definitely went in.
Yeah.
It wasn't a graze,
Oh, yeah.
that's for sure. Like, it was no
It
graze.
Yeah,
was-
no, that was deep. That was
Yeah,
He-
I mean that
he's
was
lucky
an
to be
artery or
alive.
something, dude.
They're saying they're reporting he's not the shooter. That's interesting. Because the the reports we just watched shows that he's he
Yeah,
is
everybody's-
the confirmed shooter.
I mean, it's still early. I guess within the next couple hours, a lot of things will be
Yeah.
made clear.
Lots
Right
of
now,
things
it's a lot of
to come.
speculation.
Wow.
Quite
That
insane.
looks like it's coming from low
Did you see that
angle.
comment? The comment on one of his posts said, "You're a piece of shit."
So
Yep.
So that means
That's
that the
great.
shooter was either on the ground, where lower to the ground than he was. That's what we can say.
Well, I don't know if they
Based
have
on
the
the-
technology to pinpoint where the shots are. That's more of something that's in the hood, in the ghetto. Like in Chicago, they have these things on all of the posts where if they shoot, they can triangulate the location of the
Yeah.
shot based on these sensors all around the location.
According
But I don't think they have those at universities. They're not tracking gunshots at universities. You know what I mean? You're not even
according
you're
to
not even
that-
supposed to have a gun.
according to that camera still shot of the bullet, for it to hit him in the neck, it would need to come from a low point, so it must have been shot high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So-
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were high. That's exactly how it is. The auditorium is higher.
Mhm.
If you saw, look how the people are sitting. If you see the video, you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
they're sitting higher than him.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk was shot during an event at Utah Valley, blah, blah, blah. The conservative activist Trump ally Charlie Kirk was shot during the event. On Wednesday, shortly afternoon, the Michael Mallison began circulating online as the alleged shooter. The claim originated from an formerly Twitter account, Fox11 Reno, which posted Charlie Kirk shooter confirmed to be Michael Mallison, a registered Democrat in the state of Utah, alongside a photo of an elderly man. However, the account quickly retracted the statement, issuing a correction. This man is actually Kevin Spitz of Washington. As now neither name Michael Mallison nor Kevin Spitz has been confirmed by authorities. Okay. Certain Times has not been able to independently verify the identity of the suspect shooter, and the situation remains under investigation. So who is this man? So we don't know yet, guys.
We don't know who the shooter is.
Quite insane.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I think we're going to end the stream, yeah?
Okay.
I need sleep. Remember, guys, I'm not going to be streaming Friday night and Saturday night. Going to be having some family over and stuff, so I will be having Flat Earth Fridays tomorrow night, and then I will be streaming Sunday night again.
I'll
Trump
come
confirmed
for the
Charlie
Flat
dead.
Earth Friday.
What? Trump just confirmed Charlie dead is dead.
No, dude. Oh man, where did he confirm it? On Truth Social, or was this like on the news? Or
I'm gonna look now.
I wouldn't. I mean,
I don't have a Truth Social, so I can't go check Trump's posts.
Oh,
Hey, Charles, what's up, man?
Hey guys, just
how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Just dropping in to say hi. And praying for Kirk, dude. Messed up.
Apparently, they say
just
Trump
for-
says Charlie dead is dead.
But where did he say that? I'm trying to.
I don't know.
Find
I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
We must all
It's probably on Truth
Charlie
Social.
Kirk has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. It doesn't say anything about him being dead, though.
Oh no! Yeah, Trump confirmed it, guys. I'm gonna screen share.
Oh,
Trump confirmed
damn.
it.
Yeah.
Trump
Yes,
Trump
sure.
confirmed it. Yeah, this is yep. Is it showing?
Yeah.
This is on Truth
He uses-
Social.
he
The great
uses
and
something
even
real
legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melina and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Yeah, he's dead, guys.
Wow.
He's got young kids too.
That is
Yeah,
awful,
two
man.
young kids. That's bad, man.
Wow.
Wow, that is awful, dude.
Wow. That's sad because he's actually done some really awesome stuff, and he was still young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now the person who killed him is gonna be in a very big doo-doo. So yeah, it's sad. These things do unfortunately happen. Hopefully they find out who it really was, the actual person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even the Telegraph, I mean, was fatally shot on Wednesday.
I mean, obviously you can't use ChatGPT to look up news as it's changing. So, you know, I know that much.
Evil is real, exactly. Dear, exactly.
Give it a
But I mean,
week
I
or
don't know if you
something,
guys
you
heard
know.
of that shooting that happened in Jerusalem, like I think it was 2 days ago, where 6 people were killed in a bus station. It's the same thing. Just two
I'm
random.
gonna head off now.
Cheers, man. Two random.
I'll see you tomorrow on Flat Earth Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be Flat Earth Thursday tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh, Flat Earth Thursday. You're right. It is.
But anyway.
So wait, is it going to be? Are you going to be doing it on Friday or Thursday this week?
For tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay. Gotcha.
Anyway, 6 people were shot yesterday at a bus station in Jerusalem by 2 armed men. Just shooting them dead. Quite insane. It shows you people are just evil's everywhere, guys. It doesn't matter where you go. People are just gonna mow people down just because they don't like them or don't agree with them for some odd reason. We are living in the end times, guys. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's Michael Gold, his spokesman. No, Mike Johnson, his spokesman. Sorry, Andrew Corvette, Kirk's spokesman says Kirk is dead.
Yeah, everybody's confirming it now. Fox News, everybody's gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming in right. It's refreshing. There's new things coming in.
Man, that's bad. Wow. Okay, guys. I'll sorry to end it on this negative note. Yeah, we just pray for his family then. Condolences and pray that they get through this as much as they can. And I just do pray that the person who did it comes to justice. It's not nice news to hear, and I'm sure it's not something he would have anticipated standing up this morning. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate it all. Remember, tomorrow night we'll be having Flat Earth Fridays. Well, it'll be tomorrow for Thursday, and then no stream Friday and Saturday. So make sure to catch PJ live because he's going to go earlier.
Are you going live today, PJ?
Not tonight. No, not tonight. It's stocked up now. I've been live today already, so I'm all right.
All right.
But I'll be on twice tomorrow. I'll be on in the morning, then in the afternoon.
But yeah, cheers, guys. Appreciate you all. Much blessings. And appreciate all my Patreon supporters. I still have to update the end screen. So thank you very much.